Oh, Amityville, Amityville, Amityville. The series of loosely connected horror films, sometimes but not always centred around a spooky house, has been responsible for a large amount of my happiness this year. Admittedly, not on purpose for the most part, but filmmakers have pulled some real stinkers under the name of Amityville, with 2016 being a year where practically everyone is trying their hand at making one. Halloween is just around the corner, and Amityville The Awakening is heading to cinemas next year, so I gave myself the challenge of watching every single one of these movies, and I'll be damned if I'm not making you watch it with me. Now, there will be spoilers, but I won't ruin everything in case you want to watch these films yourself, and I do recommend giving most of these a go. So far, I've shown you how professionals did it in 2005, and how the indies handled it 10 years later. I think I've given you enough time to get accustomed to this terrible treasure trove of terror. Now it's time to get serious. This is the Amityville legacy, and I'm just gonna dive right in. I mean, it's only about an hour long, so if I'm quick, I can get this done before lunch. Okay, I like this intro. The screen saturated in red, the synth soundtrack, the full stop. This may not have a budget, but at least they're owning it. We're 1 minute in and I'm feeling pumped. I mean, slight niggle if I'm honest, the opening sequence is taking far too long, but I'm gonna give this the benefit of the doubt. Drone footage! Look at that! That's pretty fancy. I feel like I'm being spoilt by this movie. I'm not used to such flair. So we're getting introduced to the characters as they're on their travels to return home. We're shown a drunk rebel sort of archetype and two different couples. If one thing is glaringly obvious, it's that they didn't use any additional microphones, just the one that is on the camera, hence these weird backseat conversations. But again, I'm gonna let it slide. I must say my expectations were low, but I'm liking the feel. It uses a fun, familiar way to introduce cast members like lambs to the slaughter. Something about this makes me think of Final Destination and those sort of films. Take notes, Death House, this is how you make films reminiscent of the 90s. So we meet the dad now, and I've got to say, this dude looks way too young to have so many adult children. I want to say move past it, but it will continue to bother me throughout the rest of the film. 4 more members of the cast are introduced, may as well list them: the drunk mother-in-law, the pregnant youngest daughter, the eldest favourite daughter, and the kooky grandmother, whose dialogue is kind of uncomfortable. I don't know, I think they wanted to make her sound like she was getting senile, but she usually just comes across as a bit off the wall. An extra angle wouldn't hurt, it would even help edit out these awkward pauses.
Here to help take care of your father. He so needs all our help.
I'm here to help you too, Grandma.
Oh.
So it's their dad's birthday, and wait, did they add that lens flare? What does this add to the shot at all?
Jenny!
What?
That was my sister, we can just follow her.
Okay, alright. Someone else seems to have graduated from the Birdemic School of Acting. Seriously though, this lens flare isn't okay. I don't understand why they thought the main light source would be in a tree. I'd say it must be an accident, but no, look, there it is again! And it moved with the camera, it's in front of his face! How do I say this? Mate, you got something on the lens. You got something on the lens there. There's some, it's like some rain or dirt or something on the lens. Why is the sun in front of the trees? So the whole family is finally here and they all sit down for a lovely meal, and look, I'm gonna break it to you. I'd love to tell you what was happening here, but I can't hear anything. It's, the whole only using a microphone on the camera thing is starting to get annoying now.
I'm turning 50, though it sure doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it either, mate. Seriously, I feel so awkward, like I'm loitering around a family gathering, like I don't belong here. I feel like the camera was manoeuvred around the actors instead of the other way round. I don't know if this was done on purpose or not to make me feel uncomfortable, but if it was done on purpose, I don't think it's a good thing. I don't know why you would choose to do it on purpose. Oh, I think I can see that the dad's opening one of the presents. Oh god, it's one of those horrible nightmare fuel monkey things. Now, I'm honestly not sure if they actually explicitly mention this at all, but obviously the monkey is from Amityville. It's the one connection to Amityville in this film, and it's never actually said. If it is, tweet me the evidence and I'll correct it in the next one, but it just feels weird. We all know this film is connected to Amityville because that's the name of the movie and they showed it at the beginning, but besides that, it's totally unrelated. Oh, whoa, okay, ghosts confirmed, but also we've been transported to a GCSE drama performance. Let's just follow the film's lead and pretend this bit didn't happen. Oh, we're quickly introduced to their cousin Skylar. I don't really need to mention her ever again, she's barely in the film, but you know, for common courtesy, that's who that was. Sorry, it's Sorry to be rude, it's just you're in the way of the you're just in the way of the shot. God, it'd be really handy if someone was, I don't know, behind the camera making decisions on where to place it. Oh my god, why? Honestly, why was that shot there? An interesting transition, admittedly, but hush your mouth, it's wood chopping time, goddammit. Not exactly Ryan Reynolds though, is it? Oh, okay, to explain, this is the ghost of his father, but because he died 20 years ago, he looks passably younger than his own son, who looks too young to have adult children in the first place. This is just a logistics nightmare. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave this bit in. Honest question, pop quiz for the audience. Did they put the camera here or did it fall? Was this focus intentional or did the autofocus mess up? These are the questions this series has genuinely made me wonder, and we're only 3 movies deep. So one of the daughters goes looking for her dad because they're heading off to a zoo. It's clearly daylight in this shot here, very bright daylight. But once they're upstairs, it's night. There's even a full moon. But seriously, why is it the night? I have so many questions for this director. Okay, this next scene has a lot of problems, so I'm gonna start at the end and work my way backwards, okay? I know it's confusing, but it just makes more sense here. So, spoilers, the drunk aunt is gonna get killed by the dad double team, but before they do, this is how she opens the door. Again, I don't know if this was a stylistic choice. I didn't edit this shot. I've never seen a door open like that. I've never opened a door like that. Is that realistic? No. I just don't know what the point is. But what I'm pretty sure wasn't a stylized choice is the Foley. Now there are several times in the film where the sound effects seem far more intense than the actual act itself. See here.
Stop this.
I mean, it's a bit harsh, isn't it? Look, you know what? All this talk is making me thirsty. I'm just gonna nip for a cuppa.
She has the witch's teeth!
Are you sure your family won't miss us?
We can meet up with them later. I want you now.
Don't you love, young, convincing love? Nothing says, I want you now, like, well, I want you now, I suppose. So they start getting funky in the bedroom, bit inconsiderate when your dad and grandparents are downstairs, and so the dad goes to investigate. And this is where you have to ask yourself, is he really short, or are those doors really big?
Stop me, Daddy.
What? 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 I'm sorry, what? And the synth music has returned just in time to remind me that half an hour ago I was really into this film. Like, what happened, man?
Don't! You left us. You all left us. You moved across the country and left your grandmother and I to be alone by ourselves.
Oh, he fluffed the line. They kept it in. He fluffed the line. They kept it in. That's where we are now. I'm starting to get the feeling that we aren't going to get many deaths again. Seriously, why is this series so stingy with their deaths? Whoa, 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 whoa. That's the longest I've ever seen anyone fall down a flight of stairs. Okay, I take it back. It's getting serious. The gloves are off now. The bodies are starting to pile up. Oh my god, the baby's coming. What the hell is that? 10 minutes from the end and we've got just enough time for a brief spot of incest before the big time. Round 1. Fight! happening? We've got headshots and oh, that one's in a car. Oh, and that one as well. Oh my god. Oh, she got him in the head. I mean, a muzzle flash would have been nice. There were plenty of lens flares added in. I mean, he could have slipped a gunshot in there, but oh, the last daughter's getting away. What will happen? What will happen? Oh. So that's it. Right, let's process this bad boy. This was one quick as hell film, that has to be said. Clumsy, confusing, badly edited, badly shot, badly acted. This is a mess. It was clearly shot, framed, written as if it was a stage play. Everyone performs in long, uncut takes. It feels like a bunch of theatre people who had no experience with film but wanted to do it, wanted to give it a go. And I actually don't have too much of a problem with a lot of the framing in theory. I love me a good wide shot personally, especially when lots is happening all at once. With good direction, it can be masterful, it can show you where to look without telling you where to look. With poor direction, however, it's just a mess, and disappointingly, this fell into the second category. This film confused me. I mean, it had me more excited to watch than any previous one, and it had some funny moments, but the creepy imagery, the setting, and the premise could have been done so much better. It's ultimately disappointing. Did I like the film? I'm honestly still deciding. I haven't actually scripted my answer because I know that it will change as I'm recording this, and I'll probably change it again while I'm editing it. I don't know. Did I like the film? At the moment I'm saying no, but I know that's gonna change. I was actually going to start ranking the series in this video. I thought having 3 would make it easier to decide which was the best, which was the worst, but I'm more confused than ever before. With each entry, this series continues to shock me when I think I'm all out. So that was my bewilderment at the Amityville legacy. Not sure how much of a legacy this film will have, but that's neither here nor there. If you enjoyed this video, I have 2 others that you might enjoy having a gander at, and please, please, please share this video around if you liked it. If you enjoy watching these, then I'll absolutely continue to make more. I may divert from the Amityville formula at some point soon because I got some really interesting suggestions last week, but if you have any suggestions, or comments, or whatever, tweet me here, and I shall see you next time. Oh, the horror indeed.
Stop me, Daddy.
She has the witch's teeth.